Hello everyone, welcome to this new concepts of classes and objects. So in today's section we will be learning about the Pell numbers. So Pell numbers, before working on the Pell numbers, we should understand that there is a basically series which is called as the Pell series. So when it comes to the concept of Pell series, what the series starts from 0 and 1, okay, initially at the very initial level. And to calculate the next value, how we are going to calculate the next value? The next value will be the sum of the previous number and the current numbers twice version. Okay, so for example, if I will say that this is my first term and I will say this is my second term, so the next term which I have to calculate will be equal to, I will be writing it over here, the next term will be equal to twice the second term plus the first term. Okay, so how am I going to calculate this value? So therefore, how we will calculate this value? We will be calculating this value. How we are going to calculate this is the next term will be equal to twice the second term. The second term was 1, right? Plus the previous term, or the first term we can call it as. So therefore, the next term will be calculated as 2 into 1 will be 2 and 2 plus 0 is 2. Therefore, the next term will be what? 2. Now, after calculating this next term, we have to calculate again the next term, right? It means we have to swap the values or we have to shift them. So how we will be shifting them? Now, in this, I will just draw a new concept. So in this, concept, this time, the 0 will be here, obviously. Now the value of the next term, I will just give it to the second term, and the value of the second term, I will give it to the first term. So this is how will the swapping takes place. So what I have done is the value of the next term, I have given it to the second term, right? And similarly, the value of first term, I have given the value of second term to the first term, okay? So after swapping these values, what we are going to do, again we will be calculating the next value, right? So how we are going to calculate the next value? Again the same procedure I will tell you. The next term calculated will be equal to twice the previous term. Now which is the previous term here? 2, right? And plus the first term, that is 1. So how will be the next value calculated as? It will be equal to 4 plus 1, and therefore the next term calculated will be equal to 5. So this is how the logical part of it will work. Okay, I hope you understand the logical part of it. Let's just move on to the coding section. So in the logical section as well, what we are going to do, we will be taking some of the variables. So at the very initial level, I will be taking the value first term, right, the second term and the next term, right? First term, as given in the Excel sheet as well, first term will be given the value 0 and the second term will be given the value 1. So first term I will give it 0 and second term I will give it 1. Now because I have to iterate it every time, what I will do, I will use the loop, right? So I will be using the for loop over here for iterating it completely. I will be using, because I will be using I variable, okay, and I will not start it from 0, I will start it from 1, okay, and because we know the I should be working like whatever the value of n will be given, so for now I will be just giving it as 15. I will be taking as less or equal to 15, and after that I should be incremented. Now what we have to calculate is the next value, right? So the next value will be equal to first term plus twice the second term. Okay, so this is how we will calculate the values. So after calculating the second term, I will be just displaying the next term value, because this is what we have to display, and after that I'll be putting on some space as well. And next to that we have to shift the values, right? So I will be doing what? Next term's value, I will be giving it to the second term, right? and similarly to the first term value we will be giving up the second term value, right? So this is how we will do this. Let's just execute it for the first time and check it out. Okay, so the thing is, when we are executing it, so what is our answer? This is our answer, right? So I think there is something mistake. So what kind of mistake is it? Let's just check it out. So for according to this is completely correct that we have to multiply the twice of the second term and add up the first term. That is correct. So what is the mistake over here? If we can check out the next term value, the next term value for the first time when calculated will be 2, right? Will be 2. So I'm assigning that to the first term, it's second term. It means this will also become 2. And then I am assigning this value to the first term. Okay, so this is the mistake what we are going to do. We are actually swapping the wrong values. Initially, I have to do what? I will firstly shift the value of the second term to the first term, right? Which means I will be firstly shifting this value to this. That means this will become 1. And now I will shift this value to this value 2. Okay, and then I will calculate the next value. Okay. This is how we are going to do. Okay, let me just execute it and check it out. Yes, now this is the correct series of Pell series. Okay, hope you guys understand the concept. Thank you very much.